we are starting at looking at conversions. Okay, we have talked all about the customary system in capacity. What's capacity? How much a container will hold. Length, the distance from a point to a point, and mass and weight. Okay, so now what we're going to do is compare the two and look at them. Okay, sometimes whenever I get money back, okay, when I get money back, I get change back, I might get 2 pennies, 1 quarter, and 3 nickels, okay, or something like that. I can't say that I have 2 quarters and I have 3 pennies. Together I have 5 quarter pennies.
No.
Can I say that?
You have 5.
What do you mean I have 5 quarter pennies? I have 5 cents. I have, what's 2 quarters worth? 50 cents, 50 pennies. And 3 pennies is worth 3 pennies. So now I have 53 pennies. Do you see what I had to do to my quarters? I had to switch them so that I could compare them. Okay? The word conversion means to change. Okay? I changed my quarters into pennies so that I could easily compare. Okay, I want you to write underneath where it says conversions, I want you to write to change. To change. Okay? Okay, on your conversions paper, we're going to do a few together, and then I'm going to let you do a few after I show you. What you have to have out is your mathematics chart and this paper, because we're going to go back and forth. Now, I want you to get a clean copy of our mathematics chart.
Okay.
So I want you to look at your color math. Good. I want you to look at your color math where there's a clean copy. Okay, now that I have my mathematics chart, a clean copy, and my paper, I can get started. Look at the first one under the metric system. It says 6 km is equal to how many meters? Okay, these abbreviations are found on your mathematics chart. Okay, km stands for what? Kilometers. Okay, we kind of say kilometers because we're used to saying kilograms. Okay, but they're kilometers. Go to your mathematics chart and find a line under length. This is a length that talks about kilometers and meters, and point to that line. Don't mark on it. Okay, tell me what that one line says, Keegan. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Now, what is so important about this little strategy is that you put the same last names together. Okay? So he told me 1 kilometer. So I have to go to kilometers and I have to write 1 kilometer. Same last names. They go underneath each other. Equals 1,000 meters. Same last name. Okay, go ahead and write yours. Okay, our next step is to box the two you know. And it's always, if you always set it up like this, it's always going to be this left side. Okay, so I'm going to box these two because I know both of my kilometers. I know them. I have 1 and I have 6. Okay. Now, I'm going to look, I'm trying to get up to this blank line right here. So I want to look up here, and I want to say 1 times what? This is always a multiplication problem. Okay? 1 times what equals 6? 1 times what, Casey? 1 times 6. What you have found here is your pattern. So over here, I have to follow the pattern and still do times 6. Now, all I have to do is say 1,000 times 6 is 6,000. And I have my answer. Easy as that. Okay, so the next one says 5 meters is how many centimeters? Where do I need to go first? Look on your mathematics chart for a line that talks about centimeters and meters. Centimeters and meters. Find that line and put your finger on it. What does it say, Abby? What does that line say? 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Okay, so we're going to look at this, and I know that meters go under meters. Centimeters go under centimeters. Okay, so 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Write it underneath there. Remember, the same last names have to go underneath each other. Okay. Next step, box the two you know. I know both of my meters. Box them. What is my pattern? 1 times what equals 5? 5, that's easy. All I do is use my pattern over here. 100 times 5 is? 500. Very good. That was easy, isn't it? Okay, let's try the next one. Let's keep going. 700 centimeters is equal to how many, what? Meters. Okay, find that line on your mathematics chart. Odalise, what does it say? Ooh, Odalise, can you come up and show me where to write that? Because this one's a little different. Make sure you write last names under the same last names. Okay, I'll tell you. 1 meter. Where am I going to write 1 meter at? Good. 1 meter is equal to, let's put an equal sign right under the equal sign, 100 centimeters. Perfect. Okay, which two do I know? I know both of my centimeters, so box these two. These are what you're looking at. How do I get from 100 to 700? Times 7. Okay, so what do I need to do over here? 1 times 7. What is 1 times 7? 7. Easy, easy. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now I'm in the customary unit. Who uses the customary system? Yes. We do. Kirsten, read me that one. 3 miles. Okay, 3 miles equals how many, what? How many yards? Okay, look at your mathematics chart and tell me what you know about yards and miles, Axel. What do you know about yards and miles? 1 mile equals 1,760 yards. Wow. Wow. Okay, what next, Sayo? What next? I have miles and yards. What do I do next? What do I box? The 1 mile and the 3 miles. I know both of them. How do I get from 1 to 3? Times by 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. So what do I do over here? Times 3. Ooh, who knows 1,760 times 3 in their head? Not me. Not Angel. So what do I need to do if I don't know it in my head? Can I write it down? Let's go over here to the side and write it. 1,760 times 3. Write it down and see what you get. 0 times 3 is 0. 3 times 8 is 18, or 3 times 6. 7 times 3 is 21, 22. 5,280 yards. Whew. 5,280 yards. Think about how many football fields that would be. How many yards is a football field? 100 yards. How many yards do you think that would be? How many football fields would that be with 5,280 yards? That'd be 300. 3 football fields would be 300. What would 10 be?
1,000.
That'd be 1,000. So 10 would be 1,000. And 2 tens would be 2,000. 3 tens would be 3,000. 5 tens would be 5,000. So what's 5 tens? 50. About 52 football fields. Phew. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next one. Kristen, read me the next one.
4 miles equals how many feet?
Ooh, I just did 3 miles equals how many yards. Now I'm doing 4 miles equals how many feet. Okay, look at your mathematics chart. What do you know, Veda? 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Wow, that's how many 3 yards is in miles, huh? Okay, box the 2 you know. Box. 1 times what is 4? Times 4. Over here, times 4. Do I know 5,280 times 4 in my head?
No.
Write it down. Okay, so the answer you should have gotten is 21,120 feet. Whew! That's a lot of feet, isn't it? So if I go out and I run 4 miles, that's how many feet I have ran. That's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot of your arms, isn't it? Okay, let's look at the next one. What's the next one say, Zale? 9 yards equals how many feet? Okay, tell me what I know about yards and feet. Caleb, what do you know? One yard equals 3 feet, he said. Okay, what am I going to box? What am I going to box, Casey? 9 yards and 1 yard. How do I get from 1 to 9? Times 9. So what do I need to do over here? Times 9. What is 3 times 9? 27. That was easy, wasn't it? Okay, 2 more, and then you're going to get to do those by yourself. Okay, 14 yards, it says. 14 yards is how many feet? Ooh. Did you say 14? Yeah. Okay, what do I know about yards and feet again, Caleb? You told us this last time. 1 yard equals how many feet? Remember what it was? 1 yard equals 3 feet. I box. What 2 do I box? 14 and 1. I know both of my yards. Box your 1 and 14. 1 times what? Times 14. So what do I need to do over here? Times 14. What is 14 times 3? I'm not real sure what that is, so write it over here on the side and see what you get. 14 times 3, you should have gotten 42 feet. Okay, look at the rest of this. I'm going to let you try it on your own. Okay, we did not do 27 feet equals how many yards. I think you can do that. I want you to use that same strategy we've been doing. I'm going to let you work with a partner on this one. Okay, and then tomorrow we're going to do one on our own.